when I was in my 20s, I remember going to see a counsellor, and she said to me, I think I was 28, and I had 3 kids at that stage. Well, I've only ever had 3 kids. Anyway, and she said to me, "You're a victim," after I finished telling her what a difficult time I was going through with 3 young kids and not sleeping. And I instantly froze and thought, I'm doing everything I can to survive. But I took her words on board throughout my whole life. And I taught my kids not to be victims. And sometimes I did it with harshness when they would tell me things. But I always tried to show compassion, but sometimes I would just go snap out of it, because it's like a mind jolt. When you call someone out, their ego pricks up, as did mine. A victim is not a bad person. A victim is someone who hasn't been shown their power and hasn't truly stepped into the knowing of who they are. And we are all on this journey. We're all on our own sacred journey. So there's no judgment. But as friends and family and people who are close to us, if we can't call each other out when we are stopping the flow of life from literally channeling through us, then who is going to reflect that back to us? Are you listening to the people around you that care about you? Those words spoken to me in my 20s, I have taken them throughout my whole entire life. And I have gone through a lot, not as much as some, obviously. There's always somebody that's gone through more than you have. But I've gone through my fair share. But I will always choose to sit back into the driver's seat, where I take full ownership and responsibility for my life. As hard as that is, through the dark nights of the soul that we all go through. But when we can get to that point and truly surrender to love, to higher intelligence, to all that is, and really come home to that connection and come home to ourselves, then we begin to step by step out of that victim mindset or mentality, and we begin to step into our power and our freedom. This has been my experience anyway, and I'm wanting to start sharing more of what I've been going through, well, for my whole life. But never felt fully prepared or schooled enough to do so. But authenticity isn't about that. God is not about that. God never went to school. There's the thought. And we are created in the image of God. So when we can connect and just allow ourselves to be, acknowledge what we have been through, comfort and hold ourselves with the embrace of the divine lover. That's a fucking magical journey. And a journey that brings us to freedom. So don't you give up. You keep going. Because you're doing great. You're fucking doing great. And you need to tell yourself that. You are a powerful, magnificent, majestic being. So breathe that shit in and transform what makes you feel less than by being more of you.